Hello, fans. I'm the PC Expert Amateur, and we're going to take a look at the Akasa Slim Fan. It's the AK-FN078. Now, as I was looking at the specs for this particular fan, I came to the realization that this fan, and I'll show you what it looks like, is suspiciously similar to one of the other Slim fans. It's a PWM connector, except for this part. What I have seen is that including the connector, if we look at it, and yeah. So it looks like it's the same fan, just rebranded. Now, I assume that this means that both Rosewill and Akasa ordered this fan from from a manufacturer that does the work for them. But I don't know who that would be. On this fan, there is no indication. It is a Taiwanese company, but it's made in China. So I just thought I'd point that out. But it is the Slim Fan AK-FN078. When we look at the specs later, you'll be able to see that this fan and the Rosewill are, in fact, identical fans. With the one big difference, aside from the labeling, being that the Rosewill has a sleeved cable. This one does not. I'm going to turn off the fan so we can hear this fan. All right. Time to listen. Let's get ready to rotate. It's pretty quiet, but there's a low hum from it, low-pitched noise. So yeah, about the same noise level as the Rosewill version. And as far as the static pressure, yeah, about the same too. So this is yet another one that matches up to the Thermalright and the Rigentech. So ID Cooling, Rosewill, Rigentech, and Thermalright all have about the same static pressure, which is, good. It gives you options. You can find out in your country which one is going to be the least expensive for you. Keep in mind they're not identical in terms of bearings. So I would personally, I'm not a fan of bearings. I know that some companies love to use bearings, but to me, if you cannot disassemble it in order to re-oil it, then a sleeve bearing or a rifle bearing is not worth it. And really, honestly, the same with the fluid dynamic and hydrodynamic bearings. If you can't re-oil them, re-lubricate them, then they're eventually going to give up the ghost. And unfortunately, a lot of companies make these to be thrown away. So one of the advantages of some of the more expensive brands like Noctua, for example, is that generally you can actually service your fan. So this is good for a case or an air cooler. Let's look at the specs.
The Akasa Slim Fan, AK-FN078, and also there's the DFS 121512H on the hub, is a $14 fan certified by CE and ROHS, made in China, 120 by 15 RPM, millimeters, 40,000 hours of life, 2-year warranty, 75 grams, 13 blades, 105 millimeters between the holes, 600 to 1600 RPMs, 54.55 CFMs of airflow, 1.36 millimeters of water of static pressure, 16 to 30.32 decibels, 31 centimeter cable, no daisy chaining and sleeving, PWM. Now this has got an EBR bearing, which is interesting. 12 volts, 2.64 watts, 0.22 amps. No indications of rotation and flow. Turns in a clockwise direction and comes with 4 fan bolts.
Thank you to Grindler, aka Lawrence Abrams, who is the owner of Bleeping Computer, for consenting to allow me to put my results in text form on Bleeping Computer's forums, as well as linking to my videos. Please visit Bleeping Computer, support them, make use of them. They're a valuable resource that's been around for 20 years, and they deserve support. They have lots of resources. You can learn about cybersecurity from them. You can get help with malware on your computer. You can get help with all kinds of stuff. They have a range of volunteers who help people who come there for advice, and they're very knowledgeable people for the most part, and some of them are very, very, very helpful. Old Sod has been very helpful to me over the years that I have asked for input on things, and so thank you to Bleeping Computer. Thank you to the volunteers on Bleeping Computer. Also, thank you to my peers on other tech forums who are so kind as to provide me with input, suggestions, feedback, and so on. I really appreciate it, but my greatest thanks goes out to Bleeping Computer because you are my text home, I guess you could say. All right, thanks also to all my viewers and subscribers. Appreciate you guys. Please like, subscribe, and share. Have a great day.